back there and just throw them in the middle of the base, and the medics will just go ahead and heal them up, and they're ready to go back out and do it again. And as you can see, I am losing some Reapers here and there, but I'm maintaining a good above 40 count on these Reapers because these units, other than the infested Terrans, are not really ranged, so these guys are able to take them out rather quickly without taking too much damage. Go ahead, come on down here and start taking out some of these units. I'm going to go ahead, pull back into my base. I should have some medics down here, and I'll just pull my guys here and let the medics heal them up. And go ahead and pull those Marines I made on down and fill up these bunkers down here, because we should be getting attacked from the south here. If you're not prepared for this, they're going to bust through this little wall down here, and they're going to start attacking you. Now you have 3 locations to defend. So you want to get a couple bunkers up down there rather quick. And I did forget to build my engineering base so that I could upgrade my units, but that's okay. I went ahead and built 2 so that I can simultaneously do my upgrades and try to get them out a little quicker. Want to add these guys to my control group. Keep pumping out Reapers whenever you possibly can. And there's some more Marines for me, so I'm going to go ahead and bring them down and fill those bunkers.
Our SCVs are under attack. Base is under attack.
I wanted to go ahead and upgrade my weapons there, but I am out of Vespian gas because I'm building so many Reapers, so I'm going to wait till I get 100 Vespian gas, 100 minerals, and as you can see, the forces are now breaking through that little wall, so bring my SCVs on down to repair, and I'll call in some more mercenaries here to kind of assist down there. These mercenaries are very strong units, so go ahead, throw them in the bunkers and leave them out there, and they're going to be able to take care of these. And this is the round where we actually start seeing these really tough infested Terrans. They can be rather difficult. I'm starting to take some real damage down here, so I go ahead and bring my Reapers to kind of assist this little push they're doing down here. Continuing to build Reapers, continuing on with Control Group 1. I now have over, well, about 50, almost 60 Reapers, so it's now daytime, so I can really start doing some damage here. With 60 Reapers, these buildings are going to just fall almost instantaneously as I just move through and mow them down with these Reapers.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
Got something for me to kill.
As you can see, they're just mowing through these establishments here rather quickly. And I can't stress it enough, man. These Reapers just make this mission so much easier. I don't know if you've tried to do this with the Hellions. It's doable, but it's not so easy. I mean, this is just so easy, and it makes this mission so easy. You definitely want to do this if you can. If you could do the Devil's Playground before, definitely do it. Get those Reapers unlocked and use them. I don't even have these guys upgraded. I have put no armory upgrades into them whatsoever. I think you can upgrade their range and their damage, but I find that kind of useless because other than this mission and maybe a couple others, these Reapers really don't see a whole lot of play unless you really enjoy using the Reapers. I would stray away from those upgrades because they be spent on other things that are much better. Like I said, only buy upgrades situationally. Don't just buy them because you have money. Buy them because you need them. Save that money until you get to a mission where you're really having a hard time, and then figure out which upgrade will best help you in that mission. And don't buy anything before then, other than maybe the standard upgrades that you're going to need. And by standard, I mean the upgrades that are really must-have essential ones, like upgrading your siege tank, upgrading your Marines, upgrading your medics. Those things you're definitely going to want to do. But other than that, you want to save your money and use it situationally as you need it.
Those creeps are going to be coming out of the woodwork any minute now. We better get back to the base.
As you can see, even at nighttime, Even in the really heavily populated areas with these 60 plus Reapers, I am just going to be able to blow right through all these infested Terrans. Something that Hellions really couldn't do. If I had 60 Hellions, they would be dying so quickly right here. They'd be taking so much damage. I do see these special units, and they just drop down even with their massive amount of health, and I can just kind of micro and pull my guys back so they don't take any damage, all the while taking down these buildings.
Base is under attack.
I am losing a portion of my units. I'm down to 48, 47. And I'm losing a lot of Reapers here. So I think I'm actually going to pull back and just call it. Go ahead, let these medics heal them up, and keep replacing my Reapers. I've done enough damage for the night. But as you notice, I click them back to my base, but I click them all the way through the other enemy base, and they take so much damage. I lose so many Reapers because I didn't pay attention to how I told them to come back to the base, and I end up losing so many Reapers here. As you can see, only a handful of what I had made it back to the base here. I have 20 Reapers now out of that 50, and that's with the new Reapers that I had just built. So I ended up losing almost all my Reapers because I didn't pay attention to how I told them to come back to the base here. And that was really unfortunate. As you can see, I'm out of gas now, so I can produce no more Reapers. But I should have enough Reapers to kind of finish this map up as soon as the daytime comes around. It's really unfortunate I did that. I probably could have beat this a whole lot easier if I hadn't been so careless with telling my units to come back to the base. But we got another minute on the nighttime here. I wasn't really paying attention either. It looks, I think maybe they are equal. You think you get about the same amount of time for the night and daytimes. Otherwise, it just wouldn't make sense. I mean, if you think about it, how does that make sense if it's night's longer than day? You know, speaking of physics-wise, I guess a planet would rotate faster and then not rotate faster. I don't know. That doesn't sound right to me.
This better be good. We could use some help here.
As you can see, my defenses are holding. I've got enough units here to kind of deal with it. And I have so much money, so even though I can't produce Reapers anymore, I can mass produce a bunch of Marines. So I've got a bunch of Marines queued up, and these are really going to help out if I manage to fail with this little Reaper push that I do. And I want to go ahead and bring my guys on down here. And I do want to try to kill these infestors because that's extra Zerg research that I'm definitely going to need. However, it's daytime and you can only kill them at night, so I'll have to make sure that I go out there and actually do that because I'm going to need to do that. So I do still have a good 30 Reapers. This should be enough to really clear out a lot of what they have left. And I shouldn't have a hard time beating this still, despite my big blunder of losing the majority of my Reapers to a bad misclick. I am able to still do a lot of damage with the Reapers I do have.
Looks like this area's secure. Keep it up, fellas. We can stop this.
Yeah, baby.
Go ahead and let these guys clear these buildings out. Shouldn't take them very long at all with that extra damage they do to buildings to just kind of wipe out this entire establishment down here. And all the while I'm still building Marines back at my base, so I'll have a sizable force of Marines, and those Marines are upgraded with the medics being upgraded for their healing ability. So those Marines will be able to do some damage too if it comes down to it. Managed to clear out that section, so I'll come on up here. I still got a minute, so I'll try to see how much damage I can do on up here and take out as many of these remaining buildings that I have up here as I possibly can. Oh, I really love the Reapers on this mission. I wish they were more viable in some of the later missions because I really enjoy the Reapers. The Reapers, I think, are a really awesome unit, really creative unit, being able to jump up the cliffs, and their extra speed really makes them a really versatile unit. But just not in the campaign. I just don't see them being used too much. I don't see them being used too much in multiplayer either, except for maybe early game. Although I guess they do have viability in the later game. But as you can see, there's only a handful of buildings up here now that it's nighttime. And rather than go ahead and attack them, I'm going to come down here and I'm going to kill these brutalisks. Or I'm sorry, infestors, and get that research real quick. Because that research is going to help out a ton. And as you can see, I've been pumping out non-stop Marines here. And the last infestor should be right there. And there you go. Bonus objective, kill the infestors. So let's go up here, and there's only a handful of buildings. I think I should be able to take them even though it's nighttime. And I want to try to do this before night 5 so I can unlock that achievement of beating this before the end of night 5. So I'm just going to send all my Marines up there to attack. I'm going to send all my Marauders. And combined together, I think they should be able to take down a lot of these buildings. And kind of end this mission before the nighttime is over. And there goes another building. And these units do get progressively tougher. As you can see, these infested guys on night 5, they're a lot more tougher. They've got a lot more infested Marines. They've got a lot more of those really powerful units. I'm not even sure what they're called. But they do have a ton of these units, and it's not that big of a deal, but it does get progressively harder every night. So the quicker you can get this done, actually the easier it is for you. And take these guys down. There's only like 2 buildings left, I think. So I'm just going to focus fire them down. I'm going to just ignore these units, and that should be game right there, ladies and gentlemen. That is how you complete this mission Outbreak on Brutal. I hope you guys find this useful. If you do, please thumbs up, please comment, and please subscribe. Until next time, this is the Thinking Gamer signing out.
Somewhere out there the aliens haven't touched. Some undiscovered paradise waiting just for us.